a winning a curse. Winning and how we perceive people is wild. Big Ben got 2 Super Bowls, but he won them early in his career, and he went through like a decade of drought. And so he's looked at as he great, but I don't know. But then you got, and they always credit it to like, no. His defense, he had Hall of Fame talent everywhere. And then he squandered a lot of Hall of Fame talent after that. True. But you look at it on like the flip side. Someone like John Elway, he went through decades and decades of drought. Then at the end, with Terrell Davis, he gets 2 chips. He looked at it as, wow. Then you got somebody like Eli Manning, who was, Then he won. Then it's like, But he got 2 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. And people like, nah, the defense and that pass rush. But he won. Honestly, quarterback, the greatest quarterback of all time, I don't think should be allowed to include Tom Brady. Because what that man has done, excuse it. 7 of them hoes don't make sense. That's not supposed to happen. Hey, Montana 4, that's feasible. I can see Mahomes getting 4. But even Mahomes, if he to get 7 of them hoes, 6 of them hoes, he can't be better than Brady because Brady beat Mahomes. Because, hey, statistically, eventually this man has to lose in the wild card round. Eventually he's going to lose a divisional game. He not just going to live in the championship game his whole career. Honestly, Brady pace is wild because Brady had a drought. He had a decade of drought. The same way Roethlisberger has had a decade of drought. Rodgers is having a decade of drought. But after the drought, he found life again. I've only been watching football since the Saints won the Super Bowl. That's like 11. So I've been watching about a decade of football. I came in right after when the drought was ended. That's when I came into watching football. My whole football existence is Tom Brady whooping our niggas. But I got homies a bit older than me who been watching football since like 2003. They got about 2 decades. And his early football knowledge is, hey, Tom Brady whooping our niggas. Then, hey, you know, some people were able to get theirs, be able to get theirs. Then he whooped y'all niggas again. And it's like, is sports better whenever there's there's unanimously a best player. Because if Brady retire, and hey, this is why this chip important right now. If Mahomes get this chip, and Mahomes got 2 of them, hey, Mahomes can go 4 years, no chips. He's still gonna be that dude, unless you know somebody else chip up 2 and get 2 of them boys. But Mahomes can chill, but he gotta come back out of it and go crazy. Hold on. Like watch. If Mahomes don't win and he go through a drought, we might start looking at Mahomes like Russell Wilson. Cause I don't know if y'all noticed, from 15 to about 19, maybe 14 to 19, Russell Wilson was the second best quarterback in the league every single season. Hey, the fact he don't have an MVP is ridiculous. Whenever the Larry Russell Cook era started, hey, that's when he started. But nah, before that, ridiculous. Cam Newton MVP, nah, look at Russell's stats. Matt Ryan's MVP, look at Russell's stats. Tom Brady's, look at Russell's stats. Nah. Like, Seattle would be a dumpster fire. Like, they look terrible. Then somehow at the end of the year, it's like, nah, they third in the NFC. How? Look at Russ's stats. If Russ had 2 chips, we look at Russ way different. Because he gone through a decade of drought. And I hope and pray he come out with some new life. Because what Seattle got going for him, Seattle don't love that man. It's terrible. They refuse to put a good team around that man. Like, they had an all right defense. Hey, no O-line, mad receivers, hurt running backs. All right, we gonna finally get you some receivers and an O-line, no running backs, no defense. It's like, nah, this man will overcoming craziness. If he come back out and he able to get another chip, watch the shift. Winning weird. If you win early and then you go through the drought, you looked at as a If you've been lost in the drought and then you finally win, you're gonna be praised. Cause if Matthew Stafford win this Super Bowl, don't tell me he better than Russell Wilson. I will slap you. My eyes have seen what my eyes have seen. Don't lie. All the deficiencies Detroit has had, Seattle has had outside of being in Detroit. The only way to make the Seahawks worse was to move them to Detroit. Winning weird. Winning's weird. Hey, if Joey B gets this chip and he beat Mahomes, hey, the only thing that could enhance Joey B's legacy was if Tom Brady was still in here. If he beat Mahomes and he went and beat Brady in his second year, but hey, Brady out of here. But if he beat Mahomes and then he win a Super Bowl, because one thing I've been saying since last season, go check the old videos. The biggest problem for the Chiefs is if they lose their look of invincibility. Earlier this season, they lost their look of invincibility. Then they got on their win streak. Last week, it looked like, hey, this is crazy. They really about to lose. Then they pulled it out. And it's like, in awe. They really, if they win like that, then they go smack around the Bengals and they get it. Hey, they really starting to look invincible. The same invincibility that we used to, just write the Patriots into the championship game. We gonna start writing the Chiefs into shit. Hey, if they have bad Septembers, hey, it's okay. Cause December, January, they gonna be straight. Hey, winning weird. Winning weird. Garoppolo. I've been saying Garoppolo to New York. I watched the whole podcast with Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan's like, yo, production not the issue. It's health. That's the issue with Garoppolo. It's all health. Availability. Could he win? Hey, it gonna look ugly, the fact that it's Jimmy Garoppolo. If he a 3-time Super Bowl champion, been to like 4 of them, one for himself, 2 as a backup, of course, 1 for himself, took a team to a Super Bowl twice in 3 years. Dog. Jim Kelly Garoppolo. Anyway. Anyway, winning weird. Because we don't even talk about Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly won a lot. He didn't win the one that mattered, but he won a lot. Winning weird.